Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's event. I'd like to start things off by saying the Durham Region branch of the Ontario Ancestors acknowledges that the lands on which we gather and where we work to preserve the records and family history of those who came before us are the traditional territories of the Mississaugas of Scugog Island First Nation, the Chippewas of Georgina Island First Nation, and a large Métis community. We recognize the lands on which we are gathered are covered under the Williams Treaties and rest within the traditional territory of the Mississaugas, a branch of the Anishinaabe Nation, which also includes Algonquin, Chippewa, Ottawa, Ojibwe, and Potawatomi. We honor, recognize, and respect these nations and Indigenous peoples as the traditional stewards of the lands and waters on which we meet. Here's our agenda for this evening. We'll have a few announcements and some news items. Then we'll get right on to our main speaker, Jan MacNamara, and the Ontario Land Records Index. Following that, we will talk about a few upcoming meetings that are going to be happening. And if there's time at the end of everything, we'll have a little chat. Okay, something new. The Durham branch is pleased to announce a pilot project partnering with the Oshawa Public Library called Genealogists in Residence. Discover your family story with expert help. 3 of our members will be offering one-on-one appointments in the local history room at the main Oshawa Library location, which is near the City Hall. Book an appointment to explore your roots. Contact Nicole Patterson at 905-579-6111, extension 5243, or npatterson at oshawalibrary.on.ca. The latest issue of our newsletter, Kindred Spirits, was sent out in March. Here's a quick look at what you've missed in case you haven't read it yet. Remember, this is a membership benefit to keep you up to date, and it gives you transcriptions, indexes, stories, etc. of unique items that we have located. For instance, you may find your people in the 1821-1822 census index of the townships of Whitby, Darlington, Clark, Hope, and Cavan. So far, we've printed surnames A to E. Or maybe old Bibles are interesting to you. The family Bible pages of Henry Powell, 1830 to 1911, and his wife Rachel Mariah Woodruff, 1833 to 1885, and their children are listed. Maybe you had a father or grandfather in the Loyal Orange Lodge of Oshawa. Part 3 is listing members entering from 1918 to 1921. As always, kudos to our layout editor, Anne DeLong, for the great job she always does. And now I'd like to call on our branch treasurer, Sheila Iacono, to turn on her microphone and update us on the branch's finances.
Okay, can you hear me, Steve?
Yes, you're coming through clearly.
All right. I didn't give a report in January from Q4 2025, so this is prepared for Q1 2026. Our account balance at the end of last year was $3,044.58. The deposits in the last 3 months, there were memberships prepaid for 2026, $1,623. Donations from Q4, $625. The e-store sales from Q4, $38. Our GST rebate, $11.27. And cash donations at the office, $60. The withdrawals during that period were service charges, $9. Our rent and internet, $975. Speakers for February and March, $351. And we made a donation to Simcoe branch for use of their Zoom account for $75. So our current balance as of March 31st was $3,991.85. And just to make a note that our statement of income and expenses for 2025 and our budget for 2026 is in the members only section of our website. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Sheila. It's good to always see some blue ink and no red ink, right?
Exactly. Yes. Thank you,
Thank you very
Steve.
much.
Okay.
Oh, and now my computer just froze. Give me 1 second, please. Okay. Save the dates for the OGS virtual conference on June 12th to June 14th. Early bird registrations will open April the 15th. Keep an eye on the OGS e-weekly newsletter for new information as it comes out. So it's closing in. It's April already. Just a couple months. Okay, news from elsewhere. The Lake Scugog Historical Society is hosting a heritage fair on Saturday, April the 11th, between the hours of 1 and 4. It's being held at the Scugog Memorial Library, which is located at 231 Water Street in Port Perry. Admission is free, and our branch will have a table there. Come and visit us. Okay, Toronto branch. Eureka Moments in Genetic Genealogy, hosted by the OGS Toronto branch as part of its quarterly series of in-person Saturday afternoon themed meetings. This is a unique program of useful 5 and 10-minute presentations illustrating simple-to-follow DNA solutions to common genealogical situations. Note, it's not for beginners. There will be no ABCs of DNA testing, which we've all seen before. Real problems, real researchers, real solutions, done and dusted in a few minutes. There will be a syllabus provided to the attendees. So that's Saturday, the 11th of April, from 1:15 to 4. Doors open at 12:45 in the North York, Central Library, 5120 Yonge Street on the second floor. Please note that the North York Central Library is near Yonge and the 401 and thus convenient to reach by car. The library is also adjacent to the North York Centre subway station and accessible from transit links throughout the GTA. The Uxbridge Genealogical Group meets on the third Thursday of each month with no meetings in July and August, and their December meeting is the second Thursday. Their April event will feature Ben Dawson speaking on the subject of DNA organization. The cost is $5 at the door unless you are a member. Ben Dawson is he's a lifetime resident of London and has deep ancestral roots in the London and Westminster Township area, as well as Huron and Bruce counties. Ben took up genealogy in his 20s and has been a member of the Ontario Ancestors for the last 8 years. He has spoken at the Ontario Ancestors branch meetings on topics such as cemetery transcription, genealogical software, and genetic genealogy. Please email Uxbridge Genealogy Group at hotmail.com if you are interested in participating. Okay. News from elsewhere, from way elsewhere. Okay, see presentations on a variety of topics related to Nova Scotia genealogy. Learn about new record sources and research techniques, see case studies by other genealogists, and learn more about various migrant groups, all to help you find your Nova Scotia roots. See the 2026 list of speakers and presentations at www.nsgenconference.ca. There is a fee for this. And now today's presentation, I'd like to call on Nancy to introduce our speaker.
Yes, we see it.
This is our next branch meeting, When the Old World Meets the New, the immigration experience at Pier 21 in the early 20th century. We are booked for a virtual visit to the Canadian Museum of Immigration at Pier 21. Two permanent heritage interpreters will deliver a presentation that blends a concise history of Pier 21 with an overview of what the museum offers in terms of research and genealogy resources, including online tools that the team regularly uses. The presentation will also touch on the broader immigration journey from departure by ship to arrival at Pier 21 and the cross-Canada train routes that helped situate the experience for members with early Ontario ancestors. Please note the afternoon time for the May 5th meeting, Tuesday, May 5th, 2026, of course, 1:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. It is a virtual meeting, and it is the museum's policy that these sessions are not recorded as the content of the presentations are proprietary. So remember 1:30 p.m., not our usual 7, because they close at 4 and they're an hour ahead of us to start with. So we had to run this one early, but it should be a great meeting. Here's the other upcoming 2026 branch meetings. June the 2nd, the Home Children Scheme and its Untold Stories with Marg Graham and Diane Causeway. September the 8th is Using DNA to Solve Geography Questions with Dave Obey. Now, please note the new date for the September meeting. It's on the second Tuesday, September the 8th, not the first Tuesday. October 6th, What Gravestones Can Tell You About Your Ancestors by Laura Suchin. November 3rd, Second World War, Researching the Canadians Who Served with Ken McKinley. And December 1st, our annual show and tell, or as I like to call it, bring and brag. Ha ha! Upcoming branch meetings. We have our DNA Special Interest Group on the third Wednesday of each month. This one will be on Wednesday, April the 15th at 7 p.m. Please email Nancy at either of these email addresses in order to be added to our email group. It's not wide open. It's a closed group because of some of the material we are presenting. So nancy.trimble@gmail.com or durhamchair@ogs.on.ca. Did you know that April the 25th is DNA Day, celebrating the anniversary of the discovery of DNA's double helix structure in 1953 and the completion of the Human Genome Project in 2003. This day is organized by the Human Genome Research Institute and gathers together biologists, scientists, and those who are interested in genetics. National DNA Day is also about celebrating the things in each of our genes that make us all unique. And if you've been noticing and getting emails, a lot of the companies are starting to feature sales for the upcoming DNA Day. So keep an eye open for that if you need to buy a kit. Okay, Durham Region Branch's virtual social and research drop-in. It's always held on the fourth Thursday of each month at 11 a.m. And this coming one will be Thursday, April 23rd. Again, please email Nancy at either of her email addresses in order to be added to the email group. nancy.trimble@gmail.com or durhamchair@ogs.on.ca. And we are open. The research room is located in the Northminster United Church. Hang on, somebody. 676 Simcoe Street North, Oshawa. It is on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 10:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m., but you do have to make an appointment because the church door is always locked and we can't hear you on the third floor. So contact me, Stephen Wood, at durhamresearch@ogs.on.ca, and we'll set up an appointment for you. If you can't come Tuesdays or Thursdays, we might be able to schedule a different day with you or a different time. So you can always contact me about that as well. Okay, this thing just quit on me again. There we go. This is some of our contact information here. Our branch website, durham.ogs.on.ca. If you have any questions, you can send them to our regular mailing address, durham@ogs.on.ca, and just in the heading, put whoever you want to talk to. There's our blog, Facebook, and on a lot of our meetings are on YouTube under Durham Region Branch OGS. Okay, thank you for attending. We probably have a little bit of time. I can't see my clock here, but probably have a little bit of time for talking afterwards here. I'm just going to put up some event links. If you want to try and use these, you're welcome to. It might be quicker to get to some of the other items there. We didn't mention the student essay competition, but OGS has that. I'm not sure why it didn't come up. But there is a contest for college and university students and also for high school students. So just go to the OGS website to if you want to find out more about the student essay competition.
Yeah, we've got about a half an hour, Steve, if anybody wants to stay and chat. You could close out the PowerPoint maybe in a minute or two if people need to take a shot of it.
Okay.
Okay, I gotta... Okay, well, I will answer.
Okay, Deborah has raised her hand. Go ahead, Deborah.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep, no problem.
Awesome. I just wanted to thank James so much. This is so emotional for me. I just found my Spurgeon loyalist ancestor in the Internet Archive pages.
Excellent.
I've been looking for him. I've been looking for him for so long.
That's wonderful.
This is so emotional for me.
Oh, terrific. So that really makes things all worthwhile.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes. It's a little difficult to read, but I'm going to do my best to transcribe it and put it in Family Search. And I mean, I had that he died in Charlottesville, and there he is in Charlottesville.
Oh, it's all coming together.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Like 68 North Tablet Road?
Talbot.
So anyway, I just wanted to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Well, I'm glad it worked out for you. Thanks for contributing. Yeah.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for having this presentation. Bye.
Bye.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Now she'll have to do the Ontario Archives step. Okay.
Does anyone else have a comment or question or anything else that we can possibly talk about for the next few minutes?
Okay, Cheryl. Cheryl Bowman has a membership question. I joined Durham Branch when I renewed in January, but it doesn't look like you have it in your records. So, Cheryl, you can unmute. And I have a question. Does that mean you did not receive the latest Kindred Spirits?
Correct. And I haven't had any emails about the upcoming meetings. I get them from the e-weekly.
Yeah, I don't send it out to people directly. I
Okay.
just do the advertising on eWeekly, Conference Keeper, our blog, our Facebook page, and our website.
Okay.
Okay, and at our meeting. So you'll know the next bunch
Okay.
and could keep.
I'm in St. Catherine, so I would be virtual, but yeah, like I say, I didn't get the newsletter, so I just wondered if there was some sort of glitch in the system.
It could very well be, and I will be addressing that. And I will shortly send you. If you'll drop your email to me, I will send you a copy.
Okay, doing that now.
And then talk to our membership person and get you.
Yeah, John is on
Sure.
here now, so he's hearing all about this for the first time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, things happen. And it's not a, worrisome. I just thought I would mention it while I was here.
No, that's good. I always want to know if something's gone a little bit wrong, and we'll fix it right away.
Yeah. I don't have ancestors in Durham, but I mean, I have been at the two conferences that Durham branch ran. So.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
So I remember some of you guys.
Great.
So do you still have the motorcycle, Nancy?
No, no,
Whoops.
no. My husband, it was pre-COVID, decided he was getting to the point where if it fell over, he wouldn't be able to pick it up again.
Sure.
and he sold it.
Oh, okay. See, I have been around for a while, right?
Yes, you have definitely been around for a while.
Yeah. I've been a member of OGS for 40 years, so.
How long?
40.
I have been 54. 54 years. Karen. Karen says, congratulations, Deborah. I know that emotional feeling. Okay, so that's from the chat, but I do invite anybody who wants to speak just to put your hand up so that we know who's doing it first, and then open your mic and actually use real words to us. It'd be great. Okay, I think
It looks like we might be going to watch the news on TV instead, eh?
Oh no, you know what's on? Finding Your Roots is back.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were off in March, but they're supposed to be starting again tonight for several more sessions in April.
Unfortunately, that was probably at 8 o'clock for me, and I'm too late.
Oh, I recorded it.
There you
Yeah,
go.
me too.
So,
I just have an antenna, so I'm out of luck.
yeah. Okay. There, I just put it into my gallery mode so I can see people's names.
Yeah, Denis has his hand up. Go ahead, Denis.
Yeah, I just thought I'd introduce myself. I don't think I've ever really introduced myself to this group. So I live in BC. I'm from Vancouver Island. But my wife has ancestors from the Durham area, so from Port Perry and Scugog.
Oh,
So the names are Collins and Rames. John Collins, who came to Scugog in the 1850s, he was a blacksmith. and I think he was a reeve in the city, the council there in the 1870s. And his daughter Agnes, who was born in 1858, she's my wife's great great grandmother, and she made Oliver Ames, who was a captain on one of the boats that went in the I forget what the name. I want to say the Lady Rose, but it's not that. Anyway, it was one of the ships through on Scugog Lake
Oh,
that operated in the early 1900s.
yes.
Oh,
You know,
excellent.
it's, yeah, so I
Perfect.
don't know if anybody else in the group shares this family or has any information, but that,
Well,
that's
our
my
our
link to the Durham area.
well, Port Perry, and it's the Scugog Shores Historical Society that's putting on the Heritage Fair this coming weekend. So maybe I can keep an eye out and see if I find something.
Yeah,
There's
thanks.
definitely a couple of us with Port Perry area roots, myself
Yeah.
included, and Janice, but I don't
Mhm.
recognize either of those names for myself.
Yeah,
Possibly Janice will.
Yeah, Janice is my go-to person for Port Perry and Scugog Island in particular. And we sell a book of hers that talks about early Scugog Island settlers.
oh yeah, okay.
But
Um,
but I believe it's for anybody that was there by 1850, I think, or
yeah,
1851. So if your people came after 1850s, they might not be in the book.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. No, I'm pretty sure they came around 57, 58. They came
okay.
from they came from Devonshire.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, yeah. So we went to visit the farm that they came from in Devonshire about a year and a half ago. It was quite interesting.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Well, Janice was raised on a farm on Scugog Island.
no, okay.
So she knows a lot of the old families. She went to school with their children and
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
grandchildren, I should say. So yeah, she's, as I say, she's one of my go-to people for that area.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
But it does sound like your people may not be in her book. Don't.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you. So, so I just heard about a new website, and of course I'm going from memory, which is always fallible. And I believe it was called Newspaper Finder. Yes. Uh, and it's got a lot of US places, but the gal who talked about it did say about having other areas like other countries. So let me just put in Canada. Oh, major holdings in Australia, Canada, France, Germany, United Kingdom, as well as the United States. So let me click in Canada. So let me share. I'm exploring this while you're watching. Okay. So did that come up?
Yeah.
Okay. So I've picked Canada, but you can see all the so this is seems to be um a way of them trying to find or to you're able to Let's keep this down. We'll try Ontario. And of course, the side panels covering it. So what it basically does, gives you a map, and then you can click and find out what newspapers were in that area, and presumably where you can search them. FultonHistory.com, that's interesting.
Well, that's the New York postcards.
Website, yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Well,
great website.
yeah, I've actually found a yearbook from the University of Toronto on there that had my great uncle in it. Well, here's Napanee Express, and it's the Internet Archive. I'm going to go down to my birthplace, which is not that one. That's nearby. Oh, they don't have the Windsor Star. Sandwich is a suburb of Windsor. Voice of the Fugitive. Oh, that might have been, it was one of the terminals of the Underground Railroad, I think. Oh, it's over at Old News, which is My Heritage. So,
So I guess some of these are pay sites and some are free.
yeah, some are free, some are pay sites.
Yeah.
And I guess I could go in further and there. The runs of the Canadian Bowmanville Statesman. Google News, Newspaper Archive, and Old News. That looks kind of interesting. It helps to know where things are. So that I just heard about today. So just a little tidbit that came across my desk. Okay. Deborah is saying, I recently saw this website on Facebook, haven't had a chance to play with it yet. And at least some of the newspapers on Old News are also on Advantage Preservation for free.
Hmm.
I did not know that. Hey, thank you, Deborah. That's great. So I had fun over in Old News the other day. I logged onto my Heritage account and they had brought up a newspaper clipping talking about my great uncle who died in World War I. And what it was a memorial game that was going to be played in Uxbridge in his memory. So that was a kind of a extra win for me. I loved it.
A little bit of story to go with the dates. Yeah.
Yes, yes. And the fact that what it gave me was the name of the hockey team that he played on, presumably while he was there in Toronto in university. So, yeah. Okay. Oh, Deborah's going to put this in here. Now, is that directly to me? Might be. Let me copy that and put it over in the main chat for everyone. Okay, there you go. Directory.historyarchives.online. Interesting, interesting. So, okay. Oh, okay, that's good to know, Deborah. I didn't realize I guess only the people that are like co-hosts and hosts can see the everyone chat or can't reply to everyone. So I know they keep changing Zoom. And sometimes I hunt and peck to try and find the settings that I need.
I think I just changed it. Now I think people can chat with the meeting group chat. Participant can chat with. I didn't realize what it was set for.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it
Okay.
might work now.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. I just realized that
Yep. Barb, we can see it. Thank you. So I fixed it. with 10 minutes to go or so, I fixed it. Yeah. Good work, Steve.
well, next time probably we'll try and make a checklist.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just realized I had put the link for the page that has the OLRI details. What do you call finding aids? So now it's in with the everyone chat.
Okay. Although it doesn't come up as an actual working link like your other one did.
Really?
No?
It worked for me. Okay.
I'm your directory history archives one worked as a link. This one, now maybe if I cut and paste it will, but it's not. I
Well,
just can't
I'm
click on
gonna
it.
post it again, but directly from the URL itself instead of copying from somewhere else. So let's see if this worked.
Yep, that looks like it's going to work. Yep, it
Okay,
works.
good, good. Oh, it went just when you think you know Zoom, things change.
Oh, what a
Yeah.
pain, eh?
Yeah. So, anybody else have something new that they have found lately and that they're a little bit excited about? Did anybody look at the Roots Tech videos after our last chat last month?
I think one, but I'd seen a lot of them that during the actual roots text.
Yeah.
So
I find it's handy if there's a particular topic I want to bone up on, just to go into rootstech.org and put in that topic and see what comes up from the last 6 to 8 years.
Yeah, I went back to Roots Tech and I watched 4 videos that I wasn't able to get to while it was happening live, so it was good.
Oh, good, good. Yeah.
They do a really good job, I have to say.
Oh yeah, they do. I'm I'm gonna be away camping. No, I'm gonna be away on a cruise next February, March when they have 2027. So I have been live in Salt Lake City probably 4 times, all pre-COVID. And I'd like to get back because you would not believe the energy that's in that expo hall and at the various meetings that they don't stream. So anyway,
yeah, it's on my wish list, but not in the near future.
yeah. Yep. Well, at least I hope we're going on a cruise in next February. That's if the airlines have enough fuel.
And the boat, you might stay docked at one dock.
Yeah, that's
The
it's
word cruise is relative.
well, maybe they'll take us on all sorts of onshore excursions.
Or here's the lifeboat dinghy. Take it around the harbor. Row it.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know.
Gas at $1.83 a liter. It's adds up quick.
Yeah, it does, but think about aviation fuel. It's
Yeah.
roll up to the pump for that one. Yeah, so that's the latest comments I've seen on the whole crisis. So
Get to stay home and do your genealogy.
I guess that's what I'm going to have to do. But what I'm going to have to do is maybe send the husband to the cottage so I can concentrate. Like maybe just eat sandwiches for meals instead of proper meals or something like that. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I've been out of touch with my genealogy, so I've got to, I'm not doing much other than like tonight and the odd time but too much at the computer. I can't do anymore for right now.
Yeah.
But I even had the doctor come in on Good Friday.
Ooh.
My daughter said, like, are you working? And he says, I am now.
Oh dear.
And
Time and a half.
I don't know whether he's charging me or not. But because I've had to go in basically, and I have to go in again next week. He's keeping a very close eye on this eye. Yeah, keeping a very close eye. Yeah.
Yes, well, Barb, you may just, have to curtail your viewing time.
Well, especially when you're doing you're working on it yourself because you're really too intense on it. Whereas tonight I can sit back and, be a distance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is it. You get involved in something, and before you know it, it's 3 hours later.
Yeah. Or you're trying to read that Internet Archive stuff that's all blurry anyway.
Yeah. So
3 hours early would be an early night for me.
Sorry?
Yep.
Three.
Been there, done that.
yeah. Yeah.
So it's been a pleasure tonight.
Okay. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Well, I learned an awful lot more on how it works than I understood from before. That she really kept a good, simple step by step.
Yeah. It was really good to see her process.
But I had just found the microfiche the other day because I had forgotten where it was. I knew it was somewhere around here, but I couldn't quite visualize what container it was in and where that container was. And but came across it. So yeah, I got that, and I've got a microfilm reader or microfiche reader. And if it's going to be, to an archive someplace where, for what do you call it, a museum?
Yeah, somebody might want it. We've actually owned just the name half of it, not the township half, at the branch level.
Okay.
So if anybody wants to come in and see the old-fashioned way of using it.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes to be able to show people how it works, it makes it easier for them to go to the website to understand how it works.
Yes.
Or, hey, if the internet goes boom,
yeah,
we may have to go back to step one.
That's right.
You can't afford the gasoline to run your computer pretty soon, so that's something to watch for.
Yeah.
Do any of the LDS libraries still use their readers? I can't imagine they do. I mean, I haven't been to one for it must be 30 years.
The one here in Trenton, I made them keep one microfilm reader. They were not too pleased, but when you open the door, it's on the thing. It's hidden anyway.
Yeah.
But it's just everything got sent back to Salt Lake City. all the films, all the, anything that was related. But I made them keep my films as well because I paid $40 for them. And they had sent back my previous ones when they shouldn't have. So I felt they should have a film and a film reader to be able to show people how to access the things. But
Let me tell you the story of the Oshawa Family History Center. So, one day we got a message for them saying, come tomorrow and take anything you want. So we went, and it was like 5 people there just putting everything in the dumpster.
but
They did not send anything back to Salt Lake City.
Well, Susan, we shipped it all back to Salt Lake City. That's what they told us, and that's what they did.
That's where we got the one half.
Yeah.
We didn't find the other half of the Ontario Land Records.
Do you want the other half?
Don't throw it out. If you don't find somebody that wants the whole set, we'll definitely take the other half. It doesn't take up much space, and I still use it, although not as much. But
yeah. I have to clear things out because everything is just too overwhelming. And I was actually saying to my daughter today that I might just get rid of everything and redecorate, get all new furniture.